welcome back to the Warcast. I'm Lionheartx10 and I'm joined by fellow hosts Alex the Rambler.
All right.
And Warrior of Sparta, and I don't know which way I'm pointing. Yes.
Just do that. Do that. It works.
As you can tell, the level of professionalism and quality with this podcast, while we have had a bit of a sprucing up of our artwork thanks to Havoc, is still the same as before. But we're back. The trio has returned. And
the Three Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers. And yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy as you did before. And if you're new, hi, how you doing?
If you're not new, you know what it's good. You know what you're in for.
Yeah, we've just been saying it might have been 2.5 years, but it feels like last week yesterday that we were just doing this anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I think hair level wise has changed.
That's the biggest changes, isn't it?
That's the thing. I mean, if you were to go look at the last episode of the Warcast that we all uploaded separately,
someone do that. Someone get it up,
and then compare now. Mine's gone from up here. Mine's migrated south.
I'm going.
You're going.
Mine was already receding beforehand.
You're holding on to it. You're holding on.
All right, mate. but I have this new object. That's
I think that's so sexy.
Yeah, the goatee. Thank you. Cheers.
So, it really is.
Thank you.
I've got to say,
your beard has grown quite substantially.
Yeah, I keep at least 3 or 4 accessories in here at any point. There's a phone in here. I've got spare USBs.
A bit of peas from last night.
Yeah, there's a spoon. Whatever you need really. The fan remote that can go in there as well.
I think it's been 3 years since we uploaded a Warcast.
Oh my god.
April 2017.
Rambler with the facts.
What were we talking about?
Was our last guest Indie Pride? Warhammer 2, Free for All, Historical Total Wars, and more.
Yeah. So,
oh my god.
Warhammer 2 launch, I guess.
God, can you
Lionheart, you've got like a full main.
A full main? I've got.
Yeah.
I'm not an egg.
Sparta's in his Harry Potter.
Yeah,
yeah, you're in a closet,
I'm
weren't
free!
you?
I'm free!
Yeah, oh my god, that's before Warhammer 2 released. That's the last time.
Well, the next one won't take that long. The plan, as we're here with a brand new channel dedicated to the Warcast podcast, is to do a we're saying what every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, maybe more regularly, but at least every 2 weeks. Even if we've got nothing to talk about, there's always stuff going on.
Yeah,
we'll always have a natter.
We'll chill and chat.
It brings back memories, that does, Rambler, when you say about me under the stairs, because I was like a little hermit, a little goblin under the stairs. Look at me now, baby. Look, I can actually stand up now. I've actually got a little bit of room either side.
Okay, well, we can have warrior dance sessions.
Is that Mr. Heisenberg?
What, from Breaking Bad? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for that look almost.
Yeah, you are actually.
I'm like a young Heisenberg.
Oh yeah, that's where you recognise you from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been told with these glasses on, I look like Ali G.
I'll be honest.
I'm not
a fan of the glasses.
Oh right.
Yeah, I think it's just the yellow colouring. Do you find they help? Are they effective?
I have never had moister eyes than with them, and yes, I'm going to say that word because it gets the desired effect. Yeah, I'm skeptical as most when gaming glasses, but I tried them out for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, my eyes definitely feel less dry after using them for streaming, and they help with reducing glare and headaches, which when you have big bright lights above your streaming.
Yeah.
They do help.
Are you sponsored by them?
Well, they did a promotion basically where I got an affiliate kickback. They provided them for free through overclockers, and they did a 10% discount with a code Lion10 free shipping, which has now ended.
And you're sponsored by your T-shirt as well.
Oh yeah,
Not sponsored by Sneak on the channel. No, we're not sponsored here.
Not yet.
If any businesses want to sponsor us, though,
yeah.
Hey, Sneak.
Yeah, if you do want to sponsor this.
Yeah, I can show it now as long as I say I'm just drinking this beverage for free on the channel. Right?
Do they taste good? I've never had an energy drink apart from like.
I really like them. It's one of the main reasons I prefer them over like other ones like G Fuel and stuff. The flavors on these actually taste really nice.
I think the last time I ever had an energy drink was in Cologne for the Total War Arena event, and it was one Red Bull, one Jaeger bomb. Yeah, I had one, and
that would have been me then, because I can't leave an event without being like round of Jaeger bombs, sir.
So that was what, 5 years ago?
Oh God, yeah.
Last time I had an energy drink, I was going all night. It's great.
Yeah. Well, these are. I mean, they're sugar free, no artificial colours and what have you, and maybe.
Oh, okay.
Sponsor of the Warcast soon, TM.
Yeah. Do you remember Cologne?
I can never forget Cologne.
We won. We got the gold medal.
We did.
For that one. Yeah.
Team Germanicus.
It's a shame about Arena, isn't it?
Well, that's a good point. Is it back in some places in the world?
Is it?
Yeah,
it's in China.
It's back in China. It's relaunched in China. I believe you can sort of, I don't know if you have to use a VPN or what have you. You can play it. You have to kind of, I guess, like fake an account or not fake an account, create an account, but to then, I don't know, change your IP or whatever.
Rambler's researching this.
Rambler's researching. I think Jackie Fish has played a fair bit, or at least tried it since it's come back. I think they've said that there's no plans for it to come back west, either if at all or anytime soon. But I think they're kind of just releasing it in the market where it probably works in its current state or whatever. I don't know. It's really disappointing.
It never even got out of beta.
Nope. I honestly think the best times we had with Arena was, you know, that Cologne event and then the US event. Like that was
topped. Yeah.
So much fun, and that seemed like it showed so much potential for what it could be. And then it just fell apart after that.
Well, I think it fell apart when Wargaming took it. It lost its identity, I felt then.
Probably
when Crave Assembly passed it to Wargaming, and they didn't really.
I think there's a lot of conflicting design choices and ideas and what they wanted to do versus how Wargaming, because it did start to look very sort of World of Tanky with certain elements to it, and I guess, you know, if they're going to provide all the servers and the back end for support for it, you know, there's going to have to be some concessions somewhere. But yeah, it's a shame, because it was, I mean, multiplayer for Total War hasn't had anything going for it since. Don't
look to Troy.
The biggest innovations with multiplayer were the Avatar Conquest in Shogun 2 and then Arena.
Yeah.
And you know, sort of they threw back out the fact that free for all battles came back. In fact, that was our last Warcast was talking about, yay, free for all battles are back in Warhammer 2.
A basic feature. Yay, it's back.
And now we have the latest Total War game, as you said, Troy, launching with no multiplayer until November.
I got fucked by Dylan Sprouse.
News just in. We've got an exclusive here. Where did he touch you?
No. It was. Oh shit. It was the New York. They did like a New York live stream from the Mixer studio.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So at the time I was in Halifax, Nova Scotia, so I flew down to New York to take part in that. And yeah, like it was a free for all. I was doing really well, and then Mr. Sprouse just comes on in with his Skaven and just completely, I was about to say wrecks my arse, but I won't go.
I'm a big fan of Dylan. Hi Dylan, if you're watching, I would love for you to do that with your Skaven.
It was Dylan, wasn't it? Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah.
Lovely guy though.
The sweet life.
I remember we went to like a ping pong bar and some women. He kept getting approached by women all night.
Cool. If you've seen him, of course he will.
He just wanted to, but he just went, oh no thanks, I'm just talking to my friends, and he just wanted to talk about Warhammer all night.
Yeah, he's a massive Warhammer nerd, and I love him. And I want to be his friend. And CA, if you invite him over again to record Aletha and our lines, or I don't know, wherever, send me. And Henry Cavill.
That guy.
Stop pulling all these celebrities into your games and knowing they're fans and not letting us meet them.
I would divorce Gemma for Henry. Would I? Yeah, would I? Yeah, I would. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, I love Henry Cavill.
I mean, he can build a PC. I've seen him do that. So,
yeah, that was that video was hilarious.
He's got all the core skills you need.
Yeah, that was a hilarious video. That was. Yeah, I loved how he just kept looking at the PC tower and does not know what to do next. It's a great video.
Sorry, I've kind of lost thought. I'm just thinking of Henry Cavill now, and
oh yeah, those arms.
Oh, just all of it.
You should flex yours, were you?
No, because I haven't been going to the gym for a
while. I haven't been going to the gym.
I haven't been for about 3 months since.
Oh no, I've not been to 3 months. These have never. What's this? It just doesn't. What's that?
The sweat pits. Oh god. No, I need to get back seriously, and then I can sort of compare myself to Henry. Then, and we can have a little bench press off. Get CA to get him into the studios, and we'll get down there.
Bench press off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Warcast podcast that. We're looking for guest recommendations. Henry Cavill, if you're interested, we would love.
Or Dan Snow. Dan.
Yeah, Dan. Dylan, if you're here, if you'd like to talk about what you did to Alex, then we'd love to have you on. Yeah,
but it's a bit of it. Go on.
I was going to say, getting back on track.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Were we ever on it?
No.
No. We didn't even get to the train station.
We need to address what we've all been doing the past 3 years, I guess. Warrior Sparta, what have you been up to?
Watch my video. So yeah,
I watched all 4 of them. Okay, jeez, how many updates do you want? Well,
yeah.
I
it was a bit stupid.
Like times 2 speed just to get through them.
That was really great hearing about all that, right? Anyway, next one.
Yeah, basically, I've just been a lazy bastard for the 2.5 years. No, seriously, the reason why the Warcast hasn't been going for so long is because I just disappeared for 2.5 years, wasn't it, really? And then decided, you know what, I better start making some videos again, and came back all of a sudden. But no, house move, all this sort of stuff has been taking its time and has kept me away. But now, everything's set up, all established at my new place, new loft, much better than the cupboard under the stairs, and got married and all this sort of stuff. So life, as I said in my videos, kind of got in the way, and that's what's kept me, unfortunately, from doing YouTube for this long. But it's great. It's fantastic to be back. And when we first came on, half an hour ago, it just felt like it was, if we said it was just like yesterday, it's no different. Just started again. It's brilliant. Loved it.
Good to have you back.
I'm crying. I'm crying. But that's it. Yeah, well, that's why.
I think we're both glad that you've come back.
Yeah,
so.
Missed you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I was going to tell you to fuck off beforehand, but okay.
Like old.
It is. It's great. I mean, we've had some great times. I mean, especially I was reminiscing, when I was away, and I felt a bit, oh god, because I never wanted to go from YouTube. Never was the case. Obviously, it was a forced hand, and I always thought to myself, I do miss what we've done and what we achieved, and the things I've done, and the places I've been through doing YouTube, which I never would have dreamt to have been able to have gone to before. Like Los Angeles. I never dreamt to go to Los Angeles before I did YouTube. So yeah, and meeting you guys and the relations we've kind of got with each other has been brilliant. Been really good. Built some good friendships. So I miss that, definitely. You don't know what to say.
It's gonna be good when we can all meet up at some kind of event again. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
you're both always invited to Canada. Well, when I'm back.
Yeah,
when I can go back, when they'll let me back in the country.
Warcast from Canada coming soon.
That's something we could do one time. It's like a live stream Warcast. Like live to the nation, to the world.
High octane action.
Yeah.
Featuring Henry Cavill. Done.
Yeah.
Lionheart, what have you been up to?
Go. So was it 3 years we said?
Yeah,
about 3 years. Yeah, over 3 years now, actually.
Yeah, I think this is my incredibly messy office in my house that I bought since. Yay, mortgages, adult things.
Yeah.
God, it's
grown up stuff.
Fun. Yeah, bills. Woo. Yeah, messy office. Just bought an AC unit because it'd be hot. So yeah, more adult things. Yeah.
We don't see this before, do we? Just see the green screen, don't we? Usually?
Yeah,
so
you see I popped it all away. Otherwise, I'd pop it up for you. But
and the green screen.
And the green screen. So bought a house, got married, been continuing the YouTube grind, and I guess recently, more recently this year at least, focusing heavily on streaming on Twitch, and growing that sort of part of the Lionheart branding and community, which has been a lot of fun. Loving the live stream environment right now, and
I must admit, taking a step back from, because obviously taking a step back from creating for 2.5 years, it does allow you to sort of look at the bigger picture and see what's going on. And the way you two have kind of, because obviously when you're doing creation yourself, you're kind of interested in your own channel and how you are doing as a brand in your own way. So you kind of focused on that a bit more. But when you're sort of not doing it and you can sit back, looking at you guys and how you've progressed and how you've taken your channels forward, it's been pretty impressive, actually, I must admit. And seeing you guys from where we were 3 years ago till now, excellent, really is.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It is. No, it is. I mean, I'm being genuinely serious. I think you're doing a fantastic job, both of you. You know, with your Twitch and your Hoi and how you've been getting on with that, Rambler, brilliant.
Yeah, because I could say, since we did the last Warcast, Rambler, you really changed up the type of content you create. I mean, you were doing kind of more one-off edited bits back then, a bit.
I did the occasional thing, like the old World's Best Total War Player.
Yes,
I did a few of those. You helped me one of those in LA, didn't you?
Yeah, we're doing it. Was in the gym.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. God.
Yeah, watching those back now is a bit like, oh my gosh, that's a little cringe, but I think it's good cringe. I've gone through multiple changes of my channel over the years. I started off doing Third Age Let's Plays. Then I tried following in Pixelated Apollo's shoes. I think we all did to a certain extent, doing those multiplayer battles or whatever. Massive battles, they did quite well for me for a time.
Yeah, you had a massive session with them, didn't you?
Massive 20,000 lag fest. Absolutely.
The Spartan
chugger.
Actually, what's my most viewed video? My most viewed video is definitely a massive battle.
That Thermopylae one, is it in that
Phenopoly?
Canyon?
No, not
yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't it just
popular.
every different type of unit from every type of game, fantasy, historical, in Thermopylae? 300 style.
Then there was that Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator game that came out, which was a nice boost. Then I switched. I started watching a channel called iSorrow Productions, and I kind of enjoyed his Hearts of Iron 4 videos, and I was like, well, I'm pretty terrible at that. Why don't I try and do like a Hearts of Iron 4 challenge? Then the first one did well, so I was like, okay, I'll make a second one, and then that one did even better. So I was like, all right, I'll do a third one, and then it kind of snowballed.
That's when it exploded into.
And it coincided with when I was leaving my Canadian job to move to the other side of Canada. Anyway, so I was pretty much being forced to go full time on YouTube while I was meant to be studying, but my study permit didn't come through in time, and then I'm not going to go into it, but I've ended up just doing YouTube full time for the past 3 years.
You're both living the dream, guys. In a way, you know, I know it comes with responsibilities, as I said in my video, but
yeah,
a job like this is wow.
I've struggled with a lot of I'm going to get a little bit talk a bit about my feelings, but I definitely suffer from imposter syndrome. So I still see myself as a complete failure, even though
no way,
I think I've achieved. In reality, I've achieved quite a lot.
You've done bloody fantastic, mate.
Yeah, thanks. And I definitely suffer from a lot of stress and anxiety around doing it full time, because I constantly hold myself up to these standards where I want to make sure I hit X number of views each month, have X amount of revenue each month, and if I fail at that, then I kind of like I'm like, oh my god, I just
yeah. Well,
I'm now on medication so I'm a little bit more mellow now because I've the past few months I've been on like anxiety medication, because I think it was just necessary, and that's really helped. And just changing my attitude. Like I've been taking more time off. I'm not worrying about viewership numbers, and I don't look at my analytics like 20 times a day.
We had a quick back and forth on Twitter the other day, sort of saying how I maybe check it. I going from multiple times a day. I might have a look in every day, just kind of like a summary look at the end of the day to see how things are going.
I deleted the studio app from my phone. Like I just don't really look at that kind of stuff. I also don't focus on the toxicity of certain YouTube commenters anymore. If I see a bad comment, I'll just hide users from the channel, and then they can still comment, but they're just shouting into the void then. So it's like I've done that to a couple of thousand people. They're now shouting into the void. Because the amount of criticism that you get on YouTube, not constructive criticism about your content, but but comments about how you're such a garbage person, how you should kill yourself. How you're such an ugly fucker. Like they'll insult every single aspect. Oh God, I've forgotten on the right tangent. But some of the toxicity that you get on YouTube, and this is just a warning because I know a lot of people want to do YouTube full time, and it is the best job I've ever had. But there are things that you'll have to deal with that you'd never get in any other kind of workplace.
Well, you're completely everything about you is laid bare. Basically, you're fully exposed to both the love and adoration that people have for your content and how they feel watching it. Sure, we've all had comments from people saying how our videos or our content has helped them through tough times, or how much it really means to them that we make these videos and this content. But at the same time, you have the exact opposite of that.
Is that it's like from the BBC?
Oh yeah.
This is what you get when you have kids.
Oh dear.
I don't have kids.
How many do you have now?
I have 3. Sorry, guys, because that's like coming right.
That's all right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. She wanted to show a little doll.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to get rather.
No, dude. Like, yeah, I see your statuses that you put out, and your tweets, and I
just adding on to that, because as I say, I was saying that you've got to understand. I mean, from your guys' perspective, it is your livelihood, so you've got a lot on the line, haven't you? So it is hard not to be constantly analysing your analytics, constantly analysing your performance, because at the end of the day, it's what you are dependent on, aren't you? In a way,
ultimately, that if numbers are increasing and going up, that's the simplest form of seeing success in what you're doing.
When you're riding that wave of like when it's going up every month, you're like, oh, and then as soon as it starts plateauing and going like, you're like, ah! It's like
I'm gonna get some paper and throw paper.
Like YouTube channels go through waves, right? But I think Lionheart, you've been doing YouTube full time for what, 7 years now or something?
Yeah, 7 years since Rome 2's launch. So yeah, September 2013.
That was the big one. So that Sparta campaign.
Yeah, I don't know when it happened, but at some point it just I mean, some comments will still get to me, but there was just some moment where I don't know, some switch went, and I did sort of, I guess, it didn't get to me as much, the comments, because as you say, straight away you either hide them or you block them straight away, and you just don't, you realize that what, it's your time at the end of the day as well. Why waste it on some garbage person? Why waste it on someone that is worth 0% of your time, your effort, your stress, your cares, or your worries? Instead, focus on all those comments from all those people that are lifting you up or just telling you how much your content means to them.
And a lot of the negative comments are just coming from very unhappy people. And I don't know. Hopefully they realize at some point that they just need to kind of focus on themselves and take care of themselves, because
at the moment I'm in quite a strange place, because I suppose with me coming back, the only people watching my videos are subscribers, and they're kind of supportive, and they're all, yeah, you're great, you come back, thanks for that, being all positive. It's when I start to get new people in, if that gets to the point of that being the case. But if I do, then that's when you start getting the negativity back. That's what I saw when I started YouTube the first time. It was fine, and suddenly new audience start to come in, and then you get the negativity. And
I mean, I'm just at a point where I'll remove the comment, and either I tend to actually block people, Because in a way, I kind of want them to know that I've just gone, yeah, screw you. Yeah, I don't care. Bye.
Oh, I kind of just, it's the same on Twitter. I just mute people, so they might still be tweeting at me, but I'll never see it.
Someone says that it's the best to do is mute them, because if you mute them, then
they're shouting, they're wasting their energy, aren't they?
Because they're not adding another account to then go at you again because they know they'll block from the last account. So it's when they realise they've been shouting into a void for the last year. And
I'm kind of where you are now, Lionheart. I just kind of look at them and I'm like,
it's just text, and then just move on. It's just a word.
You know, as people say, you know, it's it doesn't affect me anymore. I just kind of go like, I pity that person that's where they are, and I mean it truly, you know, because as you said, it's a lot of, you know, very unhappy people that are just, it's how their unhappiness is it being expressed from them, and how they're venting it out. It comes out online. You know, can only hope that they get whatever help they need and things can improve for them, because I don't truly believe that there's that many arseholes out there. I think it's a lot of people struggling, because
that's a very good point.
And now in this age where it is so, there's a lot more awareness about mental health and how important that is. So, you know, talk to someone, please, or reach out to those near you. Not, you know, some person. Don't, you know, go after someone, you know, on the internet. It doesn't, because you're wasting your energy. And
it's a good point though, because I didn't think that. I never saw it from that perspective, which you should do. You should always look at things from a different perspective, a different angle. But yeah, these people may be in a position where they're not happy, their life is wrong, or that something's affecting them. So it's their best way of
projection.
Making themselves feel a little bit better than in a way themselves than they would before.
It gives people a short bit
outlet,
relief, but it doesn't tackle the core problem.
True.
So do whatever you need to do to tackle that core problem is the most important thing.
We've gone very deep all of a sudden.
We have, but you know what? It's
Rambler.
He's living up to the brand.
Like, obviously, doing YouTube full time is a dream job, and millions of people, you know, want to do it. And we've myself and Lionheart have been lucky enough to be able to do it full time. We're one of 0.1% of content creators that will ever be able to do this full time.
Yeah.
So the position that we're in is an incredible one. So although I kind of dismissed your guys saying that how much I've achieved, and just went down the road of like negativity, which I probably shouldn't have done, because I am incredibly thankful that I do this full time, and the support that I've had since I've started on YouTube has been incredible.
But I think the fact that you said that your kind of reaction, your response was to go down that negativity, shows to everyone out there it's a dream job, but for only a tiny percentage. This is all the pressures. This is everything else that comes with it. There's so much more.
There are challenges. Yeah.
There's so much more to it than us just pressing record.
Yeah, there is.
Pressing stop record, edit, upload. It doesn't stop there. You know, at times it never stops. And getting to a point where you can come away from that feeling of it never stopping has, at least for me, has made me enjoy doing it more. You know, that's what's important, that we're enjoying what we're doing.
I also funneled myself down a route where I was creating content that I didn't really want to. Now I've kind of switched that, and now I'm creating whatever the heck I want. If I don't want to play Hearts of Iron one week, I won't play it. I'll play other stuff. If I do want to play it, then I'll play it. Like I used to host multiplayer games on Twitch for 2 years of Hoi 4, like twice a week.
Remember that.
Now I don't do that at all. Like they just made me incredibly unhappy. So now I just stream a variety of stuff.
Most important thing, you've got to, with the time and effort and stress and everything else that comes with this, no point doing something you're not.
I even know that myself.
Like, if I can still make a good living, or even just a living doing YouTube, making what I want, then it's all good, all gravy. Even if I have to take on a couple more sponsorships to be able to create the content that I want, then it's.
I just see it from one thing. You've created yourself into a position where you can do a job full time, which is your hobby. You've achieved so much more than other people have been able to do in their lives. So think yourself in that perspective.
I just need a new hobby now.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Plastic Crack, aka Warhammer models?
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm terrible at painting.
It's a great way at flushing all that YouTube cash.
You started, haven't you? You've been doing this
Well,
for that,
the thing is, I never escaped it. That's the ultimate realization.
right.
I never escaped it. So I got back in, and Jackie Fish and Dogbert, thank you for dragging me back in recently. And come out for a game of Warhammer. Okay, comes back with £100 model of an Imperial Knight that he totally didn't need, but I need it.
Oh, God.
I need it, precious.
I missed those. Do the Gandalf, John. Do me Gandalf one.
Sound the secret fire, wield the flame of Arnor.
No, Bavarians.
Yes, we have a full list. Please feel free to redeem channel points over on my Twitch channel. The latest one is the Goose Honk. Honk.
What's that one?
Yeah.
Is that your new
2,000 channel points, and I'll honk for you.
No, great. We'll get Rambler to honk.
The honking's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Do you honk as well? I'm not aware of your honking. What's your honk? Give me your best honk.
No, it's my laugh. It turns into one. So.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
There was me doing like Metallica. Someone superimposed Metallica of me doing. During the Warcast jingle jam.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing that happened. I joined the Warcast.
Yeah, you did. Like again, dude, seriously, like, big congrats for you've joined the network in the UK, right? Like for the top YouTube gaming creators, right?
I don't know. Are they?
I can't think of any other big collective of creators in the UK for gaming like that.
The Sidemen?
Oh, Sidemen, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess completely dedicated to gaming. I guess the Warcast is still probably they're definitely very well known, and I think like the amount they've raised for charity every year is kind of been. I think over the past few
smashes it every year, right?
I think over the past few years they've maybe raised like I want to say between $15 and $20 million.
Just a charity. Just casual raise, 50-20 million. That's bloody fantastic. And look, you're a part of that.
Yeah. Came second in poker though. That really smart. Against someone that never really played poker before.
What were you dressed as? A World War II soldier? Because I wanted to keep that to us.
It was a World War II lady.
Oh right.
Like someone that would be in like the auxiliary.
Can you say that? Can you say that costume from our next year?
Absolutely. I also have a Giddy Aunt one, like a old.
Oh yeah, a Giddy Aunt.
That's the live streaming with costumes. I find is that's the thing now.
I'm still trying to move to Canada. That's another thing.
Yeah,
I'm still flying back and forth. Well, I'm not flying anymore. So
what's line? Oh, he's reaching for his crown.
Oh God,
my crown! I wore this morning.
Is that the one you've got on your? Pro? No, that's not.
No, this is a new Amazon purchase.
Oh, is it? Oh, I need to get myself a helmet.
Cheapest.
I probably know what that's for.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
It's also what this is for.
Right.
This is for.
You're gonna shave it off afterwards.
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell the wife. She wants to shave.
Shall we move on to the next?
Yeah.
I'm the one keeping things on track. Like when
What's
we used
happened?
to do this,
What's happened?
I'd be the one that would just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like the past few years, I've definitely my demeanor might have changed a little bit more. I think I've become more serious.
You look fucking sexier.
Thanks. So you get finer with age. I looked at myself in the mirror naked the other day, right? And I thought for like...
I'm not the one taking us off on a tangent. I saw myself...
31 years old, I don't think I look too bad.
Someone said in your latest video, your Troy video, which, by the way, I haven't mentioned Troy at all yet, was the fact that you look more ripped, Rambler, someone said in your comment section.
I look more rich?
Ripped.
Oh, ripped. I'm leaner from like... I almost when we filmed that season 2 of Stellaris, Todd, Lionheart, I was approaching like 170 pounds, which was almost overweight. And then over the course of like 2 years, I've gone down to like 150. I've just changed my diet. I don't really drink that much anymore. That was becoming a problem actually. I'm going too much into my personal life. I don't drink excessively anymore.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So we're going to be sponsored by Mental Health Awareness, aren't we?
I was eating too much like fast food and junk and stuff. So I had like an ultrasound last year, and I had like fatty spots on my liver at like 30 years old. I was like, what? I'm not even that large. So I've just like changed how I eat and how I see food now, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's it. We've got to the point where
important.
All three of us have told us where everyone's been. We got to that point.
Yeah.
Lionheart, Warrior was quite snippy. Rambler.
Life's a journey, and I'm working for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's fun to ride the adventure.
Yeah. I think like when we first started doing the Yogscast, I was very like loud and kind of goofy and stuff, but I think I've matured.
Warcast, mate. Warcast.
You've embraced. You sort of evolved from the Alex the Rambler to Alex. Is that what you're saying? Is it to become
Alex? Sometimes Rambler.
Alex the Dambler. There we go. I don't know. Would that be?
I love that. I love that stream. I tell you what, I remember when I was away from YouTube and I came across one of Rambler's Saturday streams, and he was doing the dating simulator game. Remember that one? When
which website was that on? Was that the
no? It was honestly, he gave you like sort of scenarios, didn't it? And you had to try and talk to a girl, didn't you? And you had different options.
Oh, God,
Super Seducer.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Oh, so cringy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Talented.
Troy
is a great film, but it's now also the latest Total War game, which is probably what we were here to talk about. We've all played it. Do we want to, I don't know, quickly just give a score out of 10 from our experience so far?
-4.
-4?
No, I'm joking.
What's your score?
Mine?
Yeah.
From playing it?
It's a child.
I know it's a child there, isn't it? Yeah. Fuck off. I'm going to go for, at the moment, currently 7.
Yeah.
But if they improve which we can come on to, there's few areas which need to be improved. It could get to an 8. I'll go for a 7 because of the way that the campaign narrative is, and some of the features on the campaign map are very well implemented. But yeah, 7 out of 10.
Alex?
I was paid to play it.
Right, so
what are you paid to score it?
No, I was going to cover it anyway, and then they just offered me a sponsored video, so I was like, well, sure, why not?
Yeah, if you're going to play it anyway, you might as well get paid.
But so I just want to throw that out there. Like, I did upload a sponsored video of it, so I don't know if that takes away some of my impartiality, but this isn't sponsored, obviously, so I think I would honestly give it a 7.5. It's like that's me being
generous.
Yeah. Well, fair, I guess. I went into it thinking I wouldn't like it at all.
Yeah, and
when we had that, when we did like a preview event of a battle, I was like, oh mate, nah. Then when we got access to the campaign, the campaign brings it to life. Really.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think.
If the campaign wasn't as good as it is, it probably would have been like a 5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't have taken on the sponsored video.
I remember seeing your videos, and I thought, your 2 battle videos. Oh my god!
I didn't upload a battle video, did I?
You did. I think you did.
Nah.
Not a couple of months ago.
That wasn't me. I chose not to do it.
Oh, you choose to? I know, obviously, Lion, you didn't, and all of the other guys. I thought you did as well, Rambler, sorry. But, I saw that, and I was like, whoa. And I know released something about it. It's not too good.
I like the additions of the different resources now, that it's not just based on income.
It's very good. It's a good diplomacy tool, that is. Each
different leader has its own unique story and unique traits and how to play. I think the battles need balancing, especially where a lot of the AI generally go for missile heavy unit rosters. So it just becomes a case of, if you don't have missiles to counter them or chariots, you're just dead.
Yeah.
So if that was fixed, if that was tweaked, then I think that would improve it massively.
I remember just quickly, Alex, where you said that was when I had an AI faction come down as a war coordination target, and they brought down a 18 stack archer army. I thought, bring it on. You could help me massively with the firepower, but an 18 stack army of archers.
To their credit, diplomacy has been improved massively. This has been the best diplomacy I've seen in a Total War game. Just where it gives you it tells you when they're going to accept the deal or not. Like it gives you that tick or the X and how much is in your favor and how much it isn't. When compared to the Total War games of old, when a faction would love you and you'd ask for a trade agreement and they'd just be like, no. It's like, what? Why?
That quick deal feature, is that new? Because I've seen their play
Three Kingdoms, yeah.
Oh, Three Kingdoms.
So yeah, I mean, quickly, I agree with you guys. For me, it's a 7 out of 10, with the potential to go to a 0.5 or even an 8 if they. It's primarily the battles that I feel need the biggest amount of work. But yeah, diplomacy is basically the Three Kingdoms diplomacy system imported into, because it's built on the Warhammer engine, Troy. So it's basically Three Kingdoms diplomacy imported to the Warhammer campaign. And yeah, quick deals, all of that stuff. Region trading is back. But you can't just trade like a territory from one side of the map to the other. You have to have your territory has the neighbor, the territory that you want to get, which makes a lot more practical sense. But yeah, the changes to reliability and, as you guys said, the multi-resource system. I think this is the biggest game changer. Really, it kind of makes me realize all the other previous Total Wars. Why didn't we need wood and stone and other metals and elements to construct things, and also to pay for upkeep for units?
And it brings the importance of settlements now, doesn't it? Having specific regions for different resources.
Or, the fact that you don't, the upkeep for a unit isn't just a gold price. You actually have to give. They require food. If you don't feed them, they'll die.
You got to remember as well, obviously, these saga titles, as we've said before, and other people have said, these are testers, aren't they, for the main game? So it'd be interesting to see what does come from Saga, Troy Saga.
I mean, someone asked me in a live stream, did I think there was any point to Total War Sagas if they're a narrower focus, they're not the full feature set of a main Total War? And I was like, I think they are, because they do act to a degree as a developer playground, an experimental Total War where they can try things, they can work out what does and doesn't work. And I mean, in this case, at least with the Epic exclusivity for the first 24 hours, you could claim it for free. I've been telling everyone on my streams, make sure you claimed it during that period, because don't buy this. Get it for free. Don't buy it. Don't spend money on it.
Epic bought it. We don't worry about that.
Claim it for free, because then if you don't like the experience, at least you haven't spent any of your money. All you've invested in it is time. And then if you don't like the experimental approach to it in certain aspects, then at least it's not cost you anything. But yeah,
I think the argument that a lot of people went down with it when they said, "Oh, it's free. That's why it looks like it's crap, because it's free." No, CA are cleverer than that. They didn't put this out to Epic Games to make it free for 24 hours because they didn't think it was going to be worth their while. I think they've got a good deal with Epic Games, and
they did it for a lot of money, probably.
Yeah, and they've gone to a bigger base of players than obviously they had before. I think that the move is clever, and they know what they're doing. It's not because the game wasn't good.
1 million downloads in the first, or 1 million claims in the first hour, right?
Exactly. That's big.
Mental.
I don't like the omission of multiplayer and them adding it in. I don't know if that's because they expected 1 million claims, so then the servers wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Do they think multiplayer is dead or something?
Well, it's guaranteed now by releasing it 3 months after the game comes out. It's how, I mean, I assume the reason why it's not ready now is because their multiplayer system since Empire Total, their whole game system since Empire Total War in 2009 has been attached to Steam. So kind of unplugging and those connections in the game, that they lose the Steam servers which provide their multiplayer. So I'm assuming they have to build that back in for Epic. But you would think, okay, I appreciate Total War games primarily. I think it's a decent argument to say they're primarily a single player experience. But that's only because there's been severe kind of underfunding and underdevelopment in multiplayer since the second game in the series. They just went copy paste from the previous one. We're done. Shogun 2 Avatar Conquest, Total War Arena. Other than that, nothing has happened. Multiplayer features have been cut.
There's so much potential in multiplayer to grow the genre, to grow the IP, to make it a bigger audience. And I think they're missing out on a gold mine there. Do you know what I mean? I think if they really push multiplayer, they could really push it into a new area, a new bracket. And I just feel they're missing out big time there. You know,
it's the same with Paradox titles as well. They don't really invest too much in their multiplayer. Like Hearts of Iron, you still get tons and tons of desyncs with other players and stuff. I don't know if it's just the same with every strategy. I
don't know why.
Can't remember how many Crusader Kings 2 multiplayer series I've had to cancel because the desync gets too bad and you can't carry on, which is a shame because they're bloody fun. Like, I'm having fun every time. It's not like me going, oh, you know what, I'm bored of this. I'll kill it now.
I suppose, Mike, with Total War, you have got that battle element, haven't you? Just the real-time battles can be a massive scope for multiplayer. You could have like your tournament. I know YouTubers have tournaments, but they don't have it.
They've not made their own in-house system of ranking or making it so you could easily create a rule set that then gets applied. Like, there's so much they could do. I mean, I understand they're probably of the mentality that, oh, we don't want to invest money in it because like 0.0% of players, use it. It was like at some point it's got to come down to, well, you've got to spend money to make money to, you've got to do something to expand it at some point. If you keep omitting development of this feature, of course it's not going to suddenly get organic growth or new growth through it just as it is. You've got to do something to it.
Was the best. Total Arena.
CA, spend some of that epic cash on developing multiplayer, please.
What was the thing that? Go on, sorry.
That is something that Hearts of Iron has done, is that it does have like multiplayer rules, I think, at least in the game. Like you can have stuff go specific ways when you're hosting a game now. But you don't have to say that to every player in the Discord server or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got another one.
Oh,
that's two out of 3.
We get to see the whole family soon, yeah?
Yeah.
Hello.
I'd show you. I'd show you a cat if there are any cats, but they've all buggered off.
I can show you my Charizard. I opened.
Whoa, hang on. Is that what you call it now?
Warcast has really gone down bank in its professionalism now. I mean, I've got kids in a minute. Come on. Are we okay?
No, I set, like back in 2014. I bought I bought a box of the original Pokemon, like a booster box of like the base set original Pokemon, and I still have a few. I still had a few unopened packs, and I think they sell for like £200 or £300 on eBay now.
Yeah, mystery box basically, isn't it?
Yeah, and so I decided when I was like, I have had these for 6 years, and I still have some that are unopened. I'm going to open a couple of packs, and in the second pack was a Charizard, and I never had that card growing up, so I was like, oh.
I mean, I remember years and years ago I went to like a car boot sale or something. And
I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Oh, I'm really sorry. Carry on.
No worries. Sold some Pokemon cards. I got a £5 from a Mew. There's probably some people watching going, like, you idiot, that's worth like so much more now. It's like, yeah, probably. It was the Mew that came in the VHS tape box of the Pokemon movie. So yeah, it's probably worth a fair bit. Are you checking how much it's worth? Are you gonna make me feel really like, oh god?
Black Star promo near mint, £2.50.
Oh, it's fine. I made fortune. Yeah, they got ripped off. Job done. So is your Charizard normal or shiny?
Oh, it's a shiny Charizard.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Someone's doing well. On. Yeah, show us. Whip your Charizard out.
I'll try and find it.
Yeah. Oh, he's.
Please stand by.
So, viewers, how you doing? Oh, he's back. Oh, look at it.
Yeah, look at that beauty.
He's put it in a sleeve and everything. Oh,
yeah.
Check that, boy. How much is it worth?
I don't know. Maybe less than an unopened booster pack.
Less than yeah.
Yeah, I bought the whole booster box back in 2014 for like £600. I stupidly sold like half the packs. Opened like maybe 10 of them, and then I just had like several left over, which now sell for like £200 a pack. So I'm just going to keep those.
Yeah. Damn. Nice.
Sorry about that, guy. Just a quick one. Just on the subject of who was that? Who was it? I can't remember the name now of the tournament we had in Cologne. What they called
ESL.
ESL.
Yeah,
that's where it hit the peak for me.
Yeah,
from multiplayer.
Yeah, that was just kind of the height of showing investment in a Total War multiplayer product could do. I think the problem was that was a very much a showcase promotional event, and the actual product that was meant to be kind of come out through that never actually really got too far off the ground. It struggled out the gate. I
bet the problem is, from Creative Assembly's perspective, and I'm just surmising here, is the fact it's got to be cost to, how much can they output in cost to what they'll get in return.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Because if they invest a lot of money and then, make all these fantastic multiplayer features and then barely anyone still plays it, they're like, well, kill that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think at this point, with the prevalence of multiplayer gaming, if it's done right and utilize content creators, influencers to promote it, and esports and multiplayer communities, build it up. I mean, I'm not expecting radical changes, but at least some additions each time we get some kind of new Total War game or content or saga or something in between. Because obviously that's said for Troy, they're going to launch it. I think they've said on their roadmap in November. I'm gutted because I wanted to do multiplayer campaigns.
I was going to ask you about that.
I was going to ask you,
because I've had about 20 people ask me so far since I've come back. You know what, we're lying. I was like,
I've seen all the comments. I'm I'd bloody love to do one.
Did you get any asking about me? Or?
Who's that old bastard used to be good with Rambler? I was like, no, I don't know him anymore. He's on Hoy anyway. no, they do. They I think really what it is, they know that I think more so with yourself, it's Hoy now, isn't it? So they think, well, you haven't where you're going.
No. I'm a variety strategy YouTuber now. I'm not. No, it's not Hoy.
Hoy.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's how I've always been.
That's the new tagline on the channel.
That could actually be, yeah. Oh, I'm going to change my. Oh, that's not bad.
250
No, I'm like 50% Hoy, 50% non-Hoy now, so I'm branching out.
But you're 100% Rambler.
Yeah, 100% shiny Charizard. Dong. Yeah, I mean, I'm still I guess 80% Total War, and then there's a bit of Bannerlord in there. Know how that works, if that makes sense. I know that as long as I keep them coming out regularly, as I do with my schedule, and I start it and I finish it, I know roughly what that revenue is going to be like. So I know that I can continue doing that and be quite happy with my earnings and everything else that I'm doing. And slowly but surely the channel continues to grow. And I'm creating content that I'm most happiest creating.
Yeah, I think switching to one-off videos for me suited how I play anyway. I never really finished long campaigns when I was doing Let's Plays. I would just get bored. So keeping my videos kind of self-enclosed and being able to just record for several hours, edit them down. It is a lot of work. I outsource a lot of my editing now to my closest friend. He's saved me the past few months because I've just been I just hit a wall, and I just I can't edit anymore. Because I think for 2.5 years I was just working 7 days a week, constantly pumping out a video every other day. 1 day for recording, 1 day for editing, live streaming 3 or 4 times a week as well. It just became I don't know. I just didn't really have any time off.
It's hard. Yeah.
So I'd much rather get someone else to do the editing for me, and especially with my friend Matt, we have very similar senses of humor. We've been making videos together since 2004 when we were in secondary school, so we kind of just I don't know. It works very well. But I did trial doing a mini series on Hearts of Iron 4, a 3-part series, and part 1's got just under 100k, part 2's just got under 90k, and then part 3's got 75. So but I marketed them as unique videos.
So
I think that's why the viewership has has been pretty decent.
I mean, that's ultimately if there was a way to to maximize Let's Plays, it would be to market each one as its own unique individual thing while still having some kind of coherency that it's a series. Then that's how to really maximize long format. I mean, I'm completely the opposite, Alex. I can't edit. Well, I can't like see that vision of turning like a 10-hour playthrough into, you know, this nice snappy 20-minute video about a specific objective. I'm desperate to start doing some like I'd like to do like 5-episode Let's Plays that are sort of more highly edited and crafted, but I guess more like challenge runs with Total War, because I get some ideas every so often, but I'm just my mind is dedicated to the long format.
You could pay an editor, but then you've also got to weigh up, well, will this video series actually make me any money from the ad revenue?
Yeah.
Then you could always get like a sponsor for the video to like make the series worth it.
I think Surreal does that now, doesn't he? A bit.
Who's
does he?
He edits him a little bit, his campaign videos. He just cut them down a little bit in how he works them.
Who's this? Sorry, I missed it.
Sorry, Surreal.
What? Old man, what?
Surreal Beliefs.
Oh, Surreal. Ah, yes. Yeah. Yes, he does. He does the nice. He does a cinematic at sort of the start of every episode, and does the nice, deep, surreal voice. Yeah. A very, very basic.
Rambler. Apollo has released a Total War video in the last 50 minutes. A Shogun 2 video.
He's back.
So he's
Shogun
back.
2?
Yeah.
What?
He's back. Yeah. He's back to the good old Total Wars, he says.
Okay.
I still think CA practice is disgusting, but I have a lot of respect for modding community and just miss the epic battles of the old Total Wars. The good Total Wars.
Where's that? Is that on Twitter?
His community page.
Oh.
Yeah. So
play
again,
what
like,
makes you happy.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
He's doing what he wants to. All power to him. Like it's
Yeah.
Good.
He's back on it.
Like I personally didn't mind the deal between Epic and
Didn't bother me.
Assembly, just because it's a free game, right? I know people have their fears of what their data's being stolen or whatever, and the practice of having that exclusivity. But exclusivity's been the case for consoles for years and years and years. You had to like choose a side. Like, do you want to play Halo or do you want to play Uncharted? I don't know. That's a bad comparison, but
yeah.
I mean, I remember 2009. I was very unhappy that Total War was being exclusively released on Steam.
Yeah,
and you know, I think a lot of my initial hate personally towards the exclusivity deal with Epic kind of is just a knee-jerk reaction. Almost that same thing happened now.
Change.
Change. Like, oh god. And the thing is, I would much prefer if they went, we're releasing on Epic, but also Steam, multi-platform. I mean, that's what they've released in their blog post. They say that's what they want to get to, multi-platform release. Ultimately, yes, the best deal for the players, for the community, for the consumer is being able to buy the game, purchase the game on the platform, on the launcher of your choice. If Creative Assembly doing this deal with Epic helps them get there with a minor title, the Saga title, if this is the one to do it, this is the sacrificial lamb, then lift it up to the altar and slit its throat, I guess.
It's just a launcher. It's just it's a 5-minute download. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's a fucking launcher. That's all it is for me. It's like install the launcher, and it's.
I mean, I appreciate it doesn't have the Steam Workshop, and we know modding is a big part of the Total War community. They have done kind of a number of U-turns or a number of quick sort of updates of. Initially, I think they said there wouldn't. I can't remember if they said there's going to be crossplay or what have you. But they initially said there wouldn't be mods, and now they're going to say that they're working with Epic to do a workshop. I think I don't know if it'll be cross-platform in saves or something or whatever. But they did quickly kind of step up when they heard the community sort of, you know, obviously reacting to the deal by saying actually no, they're taking that on board. So we'll give them that. They're not deaf to what the community is saying. They're definitely reacting and responding and saying, well, here's our plan, here's our roadmap for it. I've got to admit they're pretty good at giving roadmaps for what they're up to. I mean that recent blog post for Troy's DLC and update roadmap was going to be, what the new Wood Elf DLC for Warhammer 2, the new 3K DLC. That's all looking, fairly impressive in terms of a lot of content coming. And with that, they've also, they're getting into this practice of every time there's DLC, there's a substantial free update, not just a patch, but it's a new legendary lord in Warhammer 2, and I think that's the same way they're approaching it in Troy. They're releasing a new character to play as or something like that.
I've lost count of the DLC in Warhammer 2. There's been so much since I've been away. They've really pumped out the content for Warhammer 2.
I did see a really good post on Reddit the other day which showed I think the difference in, if you hadn't bought any of the DLC for Warhammer 2 but looked at all the updates and all the free content they'd released alongside it, how much extra that added to it. I mean, that model of development that they've done with Warhammer 2, if that's, the standard for CA going forward, I really can't fault their development of kind of their Warhammer 2 stuff. And if that's what they're taking forward, especially because every time they do a free update or alongside the DLC, especially Warhammer 2, the old world updates, they're getting bigger and better each time, and they're creeping in slightly different mechanics and deeper features every single time, which is rewarding to veteran players, but they're still accessible to newer players. So I think they're starting to strike that balance quite well. So if that's the stance they take with all of their Total War titles now, then thumbs up.
Yeah, I think so. I quite agree with you there. I quite agree. It kind of like Paradox. Paradox have loads of content, don't they, for their
they do really good roadmaps and development diaries and stuff.
And you kind of have them. I think Credit are doing that now, aren't they? When they release a update, it's kind of a themed, you say, a pack update, isn't it? And you kind of give it a name, and it's all sort of themed with what they want to release with it. So they've really got their hands, really down to getting a grip of what they want to do with it. So I think they are pushing forward in that way very well. They really are.
Yeah, the Paradox model does work. It definitely was needed with Imperator Rome.
Is that still being played by anyone?
Yeah, that was a bit.
That went
south.
Yes. Each update was substantial and pretty good. But it still isn't what you'd expect.
Yeah.
How many people are playing it at the moment?
What happened?
1,700 concurrents.
The thing is, it's really frustrating because it was such a hyped game from the community. Like the community was desperate for another Rome, like Europa Universalis type style, which is what it is aiming to hit.
Do you not
Hearts of Iron currently have 27,500.
What? Oh, you can't.
What's CK got?
See, Crusader Kings.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, 3 isn't out yet. It's not loading. Hold on. Let me retry. What? Oh, that's Hoy 4 again. Sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. 8,700, and that released in 2012.
Yeah, that's.
I believe it's free, isn't it, for everyone? Though.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah,
the base game is absolutely free.
Yeah, because they're really pushing. People kind
Monarch's
Journey. To do get your points for cosmetic items in CK3.
So I was gonna say, what made Imperator Rome go so poorly? I don't ever played it really. So
it was pretty much
dead on arrival.
Just really bare bones. The features were what how when we talk about Paradox games, we're expecting 50 menus deep. This was like one menu deep, and that was it. And you were like, "What?"
Oh,
it was fun for a playthrough.
Yeah,
but it was the most map painting thing, and I think people were expecting more of like an EU4 experience.
And they got nothing.
And they just got
bare bones.
I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't. It wasn't even a. I wouldn't say it's a terrible game. It's just
no substance.
Yeah. There's no substance.
It's very face value. What you click on is what you get, and that's not what you expect with a grand strategy. You expect layers and depth and more to it. And when you as I say, like the first playthrough you do, or the first couple you do, okay, yeah, I'm understanding the systems. Well, first of all, you got to learn the bloody thing. And
it's quite easy to pick up. It's the easiest paradox game to pick
definitely.
up because there wasn't that much to pick up.
Yeah, but you do all that, and then you expect, okay, now all the advanced stuff. There isn't any of that. It was just click on that, click that button. Oh, I've done this prayer to whatever god I was doing. Okay, and it doesn't have any of the character depth that you have in Crusader Kings. So you know, it didn't tickle any Crusader Kings pickles. And yeah, so it didn't really hit the mark with the EU EU4 sort of community and players. And
do you think that's what Total War trying to do a bit more now? Trying to go down that narrative-driven paradox aspect.
Oh wow, I've played Imperator for 52 hours.
Ow.
Maybe I enjoyed it more than I.
Is this like an AA meeting? It's like, I'm a secret Imperator Rome. Like I really enjoy playing it actually. Well, I mean, there's 1,000 people out there that are.
Yeah.
1,700 concurrent. So.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, like I could play it now and still enjoy it because I don't have to think about it too much.
It's grand strategy light.
EU4 still pisses me off with the amount of fecking menus under menus under menus under menus, and I'm just like, what? Like, there's no intuition. Like the UI in EU4 to me is not intuitive at all. At least with Imperator Rome, it was pretty, like, as you say, face value.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hand in hand, almost the nature of grand strategy. A lot of the time, it struggles by trying to present the player with all the information you need. And yes, a lot of it comes down to good UI design, but ultimately, good UI design can only do so much when you've got 200 things to try and tell the player or show the player or offer the player at various points.
I enjoyed map painting as Rome. Yeah, and there's a good Lord of the Rings mod for it too. Like, I mean,
I did a sponsored video playing as Carthage, and I just made a little mini challenge of trying to form Nova Carthage, New Carthage, and that was fun. But yeah, it wasn't. But it was very much a. I mean, I had very little stress doing that. I thought I'd be like, oh crap, why have I signed up for this sponsorship? I've got to learn a new grand strategy. I'm never gonna understand it. I'm gonna struggle. Oh, I just click that and I do that. Oh, okay, and I do that again, and I take the next one, and an hour and a half later, New Carthage.
How much are they charging?
Can I have my sponsorship, please?
Already spent it.
It's half price at the moment. Well, not by the time this goes out. It ends in 12 minutes.
Talking about grand strategies, the stuff they are releasing, preview stuff, the dev diaries of Crusader Kings 3 does look very impressive. I'm definitely hyped for diving into that. And remember, incest is wincest.
It seems like a cross between The Sims and Grand Strategy, like with the way they've done the character models now.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It seems to be. I mean, well, I was about to say there's a lot of character focus. Of course, it's Crusader Kings. It's all about the characters. Like, it really doesn't matter which faction or nation you are. It's all about having some demonic, possessed, lunatic horse chancellor placing lord doing some weird, crazy stuff.
In a most recent playthrough of CK2, I had the most weird thing happen to my guy. He was one-legged, one-armed.
I saw your video on this. I saw your video on this.
Then he also had to have his balls chopped off, and this was all in the space of a decade, by the way.
Dark decade.
Then he ends up becoming a homosexual because him and his dad started sleeping together because like a midget was encouraging them to do that.
CK2, everyone.
and then he died.
Yeah, and then he died. What a chronicle of his life.
Based on me.
Oh god, which part are you up to?
They just based the whole thing on me. Bollocks off, homosexual, sleeping with my dad.
Well, you do live with your
that's
family,
what. Yeah, so that's why I've been away. That's why I've been away for 2.5 years.
Oh.
It's been a rough 2.5 years.
Well, that's a thing.
Christ. Right, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah,
I think. I've only got 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, yeah, that is true. We have only just started. The Warcast is back. We're here on our own dedicated YouTube channel. You can listen to the audio version on your platform. Yeah, SoundCloud. I think it's also
Spotify. Are we on Spotify yet?
I don't know if we're on Spotify. I think we're on the Apple Podcast. I'm working on it. Yes, boss. I'm doing it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think I can set up all the feeds. So in the description, you will find links to your favorite audio podcast platform of choice. So feel free to subscribe there, and you'll be getting the audio updates as well as these video ones every 2 weeks is the plan. If you
What's that?
that was I think that was my wife. That was my wife in the shower saying something. I don't know. Is there? Oh, she's leaning. She's talking out the window. Lady Lionheart, everyone. Lady Lionheart making an infrequent appearance.
She's naked.
Oh my god,
man. She's gone out of the shower.
No, out the window.
You've got your own family to do
stuff with. You've got like a one-track mind, sir.
Been 2.5 years.
Oh my days.
84 years.
I think she's shouting out the window for something. But yes, yep, she's still going.
Are you in trouble now?
No, I've not done anything.
Bloody recording.
No, we're back. There's stuff in the description. There's all of our channels in the description if you want any of our gaming content or honking content or Total War mix of stuff. There's toy things and hybrid. There's stuff everywhere. Go check it out. And if you have any specific topics, things you'd like us to cover, any requests for guests aside from Dylan Sprouse and Henry Cavill, do let us know down in the comment section, and we will catch you again soon with more Warcast rambling, on point, high quality production content.
A bit of money. A bit of money.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's glowing. It's so pasty. Jeez.
Get my knees out. Ooh.
Why is this the thing?
Are you wearing jeans with
I'm
tears in them?
Yeah, too much doggy.
What?
What are you? Oh. Christ, man. What is it?
Welcome back, Warcast. Until the next one.
Wait, does that mean... Wait, no. If you're saying too much doggy, then you would have been...
No, I don't want to think about what he's doing with it. Oh, why? No. Oh. Why?
Bye,
wait, guys. No, I'm thinking... No, I'm getting mixed up.
Don't think it through.
I was thinking that you were the bottom for a second.
Maybe bollocks chopped off.
We're not going to get a sponsor, are we?
No. If you're a sponsor and you're still willing to sponsor us after this, please write to us via the email in the description or on the channel page. We're going to have to take Raid Shadow Legends at this point. That's the only ones that will sponsor us.
Yeah.
I've resisted so far.
I have as well.
Multitude of emails.
You've even asked me as well.
Have they?
That's how desperate they are. Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Right,
well. Right. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Or the two.
Whenever we get our act together.
Another 2.5 years.
Sooner. Bye-bye.
Bye.